Soul Hackers 2 is an interesting but weird game. I say that because it has a lot of good things going for it, like its art style, the characters, the world, and a very good protagonist. The problem is that the gameplay is so painfully average that it really holds it back. Hi, I'm Hydra Jojo. Please call me Hydra though. Today I'm going to give a few of my thoughts on Soul Hackers 2. I'll start out with some of the problems I had with the game because I feel like they are way more important.
Let's negotiate.
So starting off, the dungeons are very dated. You walk around in a puzzle maze style for mostly every dungeon. While puzzles and mazes are normally fine, this is the meat of the game. The walls and the design are very boring. Roaming around can get boring really fast, especially because Ringo moves so slow. You eventually get this ability from Milady called Assassin Steps that allows you to move faster at the expense of some MP, and let me tell you that is the best skill in the whole game. Now the combat. If you've ever played a recent mainline Shin Megami Tensei game, you'll know that Nocturne, 4, Apocalypse, and 5 all use the press turn system where you strike a weakness to basically get an extra turn. Well, it's not here. Instead here we have Sabbaths, which involves stacking so that you can have a huge bombastic attack at the end, which in my opinion is actually pretty awesome. It's simplistic, but I thought there would be more depth to it. Okay, now that we've talked about the bad parts of the game, I'm actually going to tell you what's good about Soul Hackers 2. So, you got your main characters Ringo and Fig. They are created by Ion. Ion is a digital hive mind that has been collecting data on humanity for a long number of years. It's been undisclosed. They've been trying to help save humanity from the end of the world. So Ion ended up creating Ringo and Fig, two sentient super beings. Ringo is the playable protagonist and sentient super being number 1. She's confident and understanding as she tries to learn about the human world along with Fig. Ringo saves Arrow, Milady, and Saizo from their deaths with her soul hacking ability. Fig, she's basically your best friend, or your sister depending on how you want to interpret it. She serves as your navigator while going through dungeons and has more of an emotional side. She also has a soul hacking ability. And then you got Arrow, a devil summoner affiliated with Yatagarasu. He has many connections. He is an honest and cool-headed guy. He loves to work out, but he clashes with Milady very often. Milady is the second of the Devil Summoners, but she's affiliated with the Phantom Society, the enemy of Yatagarasu. She's a hothead that can be pretty cruel and heartless because of the way she grew up. She cares for the team an intense amount, deep down. And last off, we've got Saizo, the sly and cool freelancing Devil Summoner that gets along with everybody. He desperately wants to get back together with his boo thing, Ash, that may or may not have gotten him into a lot of trouble. He likes to play both sides so that he can remain neutral as a freelancer. Honestly, Saizo, I get it. I get it completely, 100%. Overall, they do work really well together. They clash at times, but that is what makes them so great. The art style in this game was actually pretty good. I vote that the best touch was the fact that demons, when they take a bunch of damage, they start turning green like they're being hacked, and I thought that was a really nice touch. The world is pretty interesting, but in my opinion, we didn't really see enough of it. The city map is really colorful, but there's only 4 or 5 areas you can move around in. I feel as if there needed to be more about the Phantom Society and Yatagarasu. Overall, the OST for the game was kind of meh. My favorite song probably was Mansai Realm. I even used it in one of my last videos, so I guess that's how much you can say I liked it. The big question you're probably wondering is, would I recommend someone buy it? Kinda, maybe. I would really only recommend this game to someone who really likes JRPGs, Atlas games, or just the Soul Hacker series in general. There can be a lot of stuff to turn the player off of Soul Hackers 2. I'd say you'd be better off getting it on sale, as it'd be more worth the price there. I think that Soul Hackers 2 can stand on its own. but looking at the game shows me that there are certain elements that need to evolve so that the series can. And of course, as soon as I start editing the video, they decide to release a patch update for Soul Hackers 2. It's not necessarily out yet, but it'll be out in a few weeks. They're adding a dash function, a fast battle mode, and they're adding a couple new demons to put into the game so you can fuse them. I think that's really good for the longevity of the game. I would say that it helps it an incredible amount. I would recommend the game much more after this. But I want to know, what do you guys think about Soul Hackers 2? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Or did you avoid it like the plague? All of those are acceptable answers. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my thoughts about Soul Hackers 2. Hydra is out.